This is Greg Fowler for Online London, and I'm at London Central Library with Julie Brandel, and she's going to speak to us this morning about the Book for Every Child program.
Hi, I'm Julie Brandel. I'm Coordinator of Children's and Youth Services here at London Public Library, and I just want to talk to you about an amazing program that we do with a lot of community partners here in London, and it's called A Book for Every Child. And we are now having our 19th campaign. It all started in '92 when some staff were having a coffee break and we're talking about food drives and toy drives, and someone said, but we don't have any book drives. And a book's a really great thing for a kid to have, and it promotes literacy, and it promotes families reading together, and it has such great lifelong benefits, yet we don't do anything like that. So they talked about it and instantly put together a book for every child. So 19 years later, we're still going strong. And how it works is that year-round we collect books, we take donations, but for a 6-week period in November and December, we have an active campaign where we solicit donations from members of the community. So our campaign begins this Saturday, November the 6th, and runs until December the 18th. And during that time, we ask generous Londoners to donate a new book to the campaign, or to make a financial donation, which allows us to then purchase books for specific age groups. We then ask agencies in town. I've been doing that actually for the last month or so. I've been asking agencies such as Vanier, Child Reach, Marymount, Lucille Community Services, the list is long. I'm asking them if they have children, clients that they work with that would benefit from having a book, because a lot of these kids that they work with would never have the chance to own a book of their own, and that's what we want to do. We want to be able to give every child the gift of a book, because we think that owning a book is a pretty special thing, and this may be the only book that these kids own that's just theirs. So we ask the agencies if they have clients that they'd like to distribute the books to, and then they get back to me and say, yes, we need X number of books for boys, X number of books for girls, different age groups, and then we do our very, very best to meet that request. So that's why we ask for the donations. People often ask me, are there specific titles that we could donate, or are there age groups? And well, we get a pretty good range. We're pretty much always short on board books for babies, because it's never too early to start reading to a baby. So we often need board books, and the other age group that we don't get too many donations for are teens, because teens do read a lot, actually a lot more than people think. So we want to be able to give them books as well. So we've got always a demand for teen books and babies books, and of course we always appreciate having the classic picture books that people remember from their childhood, or things that they can find in the stores these days. During our active campaign, November 6th to December 18th, we are lucky enough to have the sponsorship of local bookstores. And the bookstores this year that are sponsoring with us are Coles at Argyle and Masonville, Oxford Bookshop, Scholar's Choice, all 3 locations, Toy Shop of London, Bookstore at Western, Books Plus, and the Upper Room Bookstore. And if you purchase books at any of those bookstores during the campaign, they will give you a 20% discount on the book. So the book is then put into a basket, and we have friends of the London Public Library that go around and collect the books from the local booksellers and then bring them down here. And we're really lucky to have the support of the Friends of the Library, because we plan all this in cooperation with them right from the start, and they're active partners. We're also really lucky this year that the Londoner is our media sponsor, so we'll be able to help get the word out through the Londoner as well. One thing that people ask me too is, how can I make this a part of a family celebration, or how can we make this part of a Christmas giving campaign? And I think that's a fantastic idea, and we have lots of families who have made this their gift. So instead of purchasing Christmas presents for each other, they make a donation to a book for every child. Or if they have having a Christmas party, they ask for people to bring donations, and then they donate them to the library. So it's a really nice way to spread that holiday feeling to kids that really could benefit from having a book. The other thing that we can do is, if people make a donation or give us books or a book for every child on behalf of someone else, we have these little gift cards. And these make fantastic teacher gifts. So, you know, when you're always thinking, what am I going to give my kid's teacher this year? Teachers really appreciate a gift that has been given to a book for every child on their behalf, because teachers obviously really get the whole importance of reading, and they want to encourage literacy in our community. So that makes a nice teacher gift. We're also really lucky this year that City Plaza has made a book for every child their cause of the season. So they are going to be challenging all the tenants in City Plaza to donate books to a book for every child, and have like a little competition to see who can donate the most. They're also looking at the possibility of having a special movie presentation where the admission to the movie would be to bring a new book. So we're really, really thrilled to get that participation from City Plaza. And that's just a small, it's a big example of how people can support us, because over the years lots of companies have made it their little cause of the season. So we appreciate any support that we can get, because as I said, these books are going to kids who might never own a book of their own. And just to give you an idea of the scope of our program, last year we were able to give almost 6,300 books to kids in London. And we think that's an amazing, amazing feat, because these are kids, as I said, that might never have a book of their own. So we encourage people to get involved however they can, and donate either a new book or to give us financial donations. Oh, and I must mention that any donation over $10 receives an income tax receipt. So any way that Londoners can help, we appreciate your support, and we hope that you can help us with this year's A Book for Every Child campaign. So look for these posters at the participating bookstores. You can also drop off donations at any London Public Library location. We have 16 of them around the city. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to take any calls.
For clarification, in addition to financial contributions, you will accept actual new books?
Yeah.
And what about audiobooks? Do you take those as well?
Sure, we could take an audiobook.
You mentioned 6,300, and how does that fit in historically? Was that a record, or do you have a target?
Our target is whatever is requested. So we just try and fill the requests that we get. And last year I think we filled almost 100% of our requests. And so that's our goal, to be able to fill all the requests that we get from the agencies.
So people, if they want more information.
Information on the library website, www.londonpubliclibrary.ca/bookforeverychild, no spaces. And my phone number is 519-661-5100, extension 5850. So I'm happy to take any questions. We're here in the back area of the Children's Library at the Central Library, and this is Tracy Willem. She's a staff member here in the Children's Library, and we couldn't do this program without the Children's Library staff, because they're the ones that actually, once we have an agency request, they're the ones that put the request together, pack the boxes, and then notify the agency. Everybody takes turns doing them. So Tracy's doing a shipment right now for Luso Community Services. So she's been looking for books of different age groups for different genders, and is counting them out and packing them in the boxes. So she just goes through, and the what's great about this, having the support from the staff at the Children's Library, is because they know the literature, they know the collection, they know what's good for specific age groups, and they know what boys like, they know what girls like, and they understand the whole reading level thing. So it's a perfect fit to have the staff here actually pack the boxes for all the agency requests. So it's kind of neat sometimes to see what happens behind the scenes.
Thanks very much for doing this, Julie.
Thank you.